For a hot pick and time for the most upscale tree that we have for the entire holiday season from Bethlehem Lights. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Virginia Pine Christmas tree. Welcome to an elegant molded tip which makes it look full and thick and realistic. And welcome as you get this incredibly elegant tree to the easiest way you've ever put up a tree in your entire life. If you can plug in your toaster, you can put up your tree in about 60 seconds, and I'm not exaggerating. It's here and brand new in various sizes on 6 easy payments that anybody can pick up right now in clear or in this multicolored choice. And the key here in terms of these lights is, Michelle, stretch, these are all incandescent lights. So these are not LED, nothing wrong with LED,
right.
But incandescent is richer, it's fuller, the lights move in different directions. They're really true white lights that you're getting here.
They sparkle.
They
shine.
sparkle and
Over
they
the
shine.
Ornaments, yeah, they're the best.
Nice to have you here. Let me
Nice
shake
to
your
see
hand
you
around this
too,
big,
around this
wide,
tree.
beautiful tree. There are sizes, and we'll go to those in just a second. But why is this the most upscale tree that we have for the entire year from Bethlehem Lights?
This is the Virginia pine, and it's a very popular tree all over the country, especially in the South.
Yeah.
We have put a high percentage of molded tips on this tree.
What does that mean, molded tips?
Molded tips means we take a mold, we take the Virginia pine evergreens, we put them into that mold, we create these absolutely beautiful tips that look real.
Right?
That's what we do.
You take a mold of the Virginia pine
Yes.
just to get the exact shape of so it's not, it doesn't look like a blue spruce pine, it looks like the Virginia pine.
And there they
That's
are.
Great.
And about 25% of these tips on this tree, they're nice and soft. So you see beautiful tips as well in here with the brown core. They look real. The color is so elegant.
By the way,
and
I can't
lush.
see the pole in the middle because it's that thick. So let's go through your
Okay.
sizes that you can pick up, and then we'll give you a little easy pay and how it breaks down.
Yeah.
Because people are making choices on their trees. We have the little guys back here, right?
Yeah.
Here's the 5 foot.
5 foot tree. And this is so perfect. I love this as a second tree, or maybe, you're not wanting to do a full tree anymore.
Yeah.
And just real quick, this is the cool technology that you have.
We're going to show you that.
Yeah,
Keep
we'll
watching,
show you
'cause we'll
that
show
a
you
little bit later.
By the way, 250 lights. 250 lights in the
Huge.
small little guy.
Makes
Which
a
for a
big
5 foot
impact.
tree, that's what you'd expect from other trees that are twice the size, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, next size is?
You know what? Let's go over here. 6 foot,
Here's a
6.5
6-foot
foot
tree.
tree is right up here.
Great.
So here's the 6.5 foot. This is just, a great size. This is one of those trees that you can actually probably reach the top to decorate. You don't have to get up on a chair to do that. Love this. Great size.
6.5 foot. There's 250 that we have,
Yep.
and that will be for the season, right? Obviously,
what?
we're not going to have
Yeah,
this.
we're not bringing
One says
this back
goodbye.
in.
That's it for the season. Now, most
450
popular.
lights on that, by the way.
Huh?
450 lights on that 6.5
And I happen
foot
to know
tree.
that there are 600 lights on the 7.5 foot
Yeah.
tree. Now this is gorgeous. This is going to be the most popular, because it always is, so we kind of have a feeling it might be. And there's clear, and then there's beautiful, beautiful multicolored lights. They're incandescent,
Yeah.
so you really get the essence of this in the 7.5 foot. And I want to return to this in a second and concentrate on this after we let you know that this is the 9 foot tree. Now
Don't
the
you
big
love this?
guys, there's a few dozen in each color. And if you even go to QVC.com, like right now, in all the Bethlehem Lights, in all their choices, there's like a couple of 9 foot trees.
9 foot trees, yep.
So people who
this
love
is
the
one.
love the 9 foot, have the cathedral ceilings, and want the drama and the beauty. And dare I say, if you love the instant power story, you're going to adore it when it comes to the 9 foot big tree.
4 pieces for this, and no one is too heavy, so you can easily put this together.
Yeah.
I love too. It's just 58 inches at the bottom, so just under 5 feet. So it's a
But
nice
this is not a
full
narrow tree. This is not a slim tree.
Full profile tree.
Full profile tree.
Full profile tree, if that's what you're looking for.
Those
yeah?
are the choices.
Yeah.
Okay, let's show how to put this together.
Yeah.
Because this is the wow of this. And if you have a Bethlehem Lights tree, well, we're moving over here. Let me show you the easy pay opportunity here and what you can take advantage of. If you're new to QVC or if you're shopping for the first time, no extra interest charged to your account. You can take advantage of 6 easy payments. $29 gets this home. 6.5, that's going to be 6 easy payments of $46.50. Look at the QVC price. That's not the retail price, but you get into the 7.5, and I got to tell you, some of these 7.5 foot trees at retail, they can be easily $700 or $800. This is 6 easy payments of $61. So the 7.5 foot tree, in this case, is truly the sweet spot in the most upscale tree that we're offering for the entire year. The 9 foot is going very quickly. We didn't bring that many in, so here you go. let's show you what you're not going to do when you get your tree.
Here's what you won't have, and this is actually the equivalent light strands that you would have on our 9-foot tree, which is 16.
And this is not some sort of
Look at
crazy,
this.
exaggerated
No, this
example.
is 16
You would plug this one
plugs.
into
You don't
this
want
one,
that. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Here's the strip, all into one, not necessarily the safest way to go. And you got to string them all down from the top to the bottom. Here, you don't do any of
Here's
that.
the difference. Yeah,
It's a brilliant idea.
Yep. So this is it. This is the bottom, and you are going to have one plug into the wall.
You obviously get the stand with it,
fabulous.
because that becomes your outlet.
Yep. And I'm actually going to be putting the 6.5-foot tree together for you.
Okay.
We have each section labeled. So this is section A.
And when it goes down,
And it
you can plug in
springs-
your toaster, you put your tree
You know
together.
what? There
It's
it
done.
is. That springs into place too. Now, when you get this home for the first time, you're going to want to do some fluffing to it, okay?
Yep.
But once you get that done that first year, you're good for years after
You
that.
plug it in.
There it
so
is.
all
It's
the
like
wires,
magic.
there's no stringing of any wires.
Yep.
So not only is it less money, but it's 10 times less hassle than any other tree. You plug in the top part, there's no wrong way to do it.
And then you
Boom.
just do a little fluffing.
It's
That's
done.
as easy to. We have taken
Fluff
all the
this up.
frustrating work out.
Lights
now
are
you can
already
do
on.
the decorating, right? That's the fun part.
Yes, to put your ornaments on and have
Yeah.
your fun and enjoy the tree.
Yeah.
250 lights in the 5-foot. In the 6-foot, we're talking 450 lights. 7.5-foot, there are 600 lights. You get to the big guy, that's 800 Bethlehem lights, and they're incandescent lights. I want to kind of focus on that for a second,
Yes.
because you can see it within this shot.
You really can.
The beauty of incandescent lights, and you can see it even in our monitor, how they truly glow.
They disperse light all the way around like a star, Rick. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're getting light all the way around. With LED lights, they're one directional, so you don't necessarily get that sparkle. So now you can see your ornaments lit, you can see those branches lit when you're sitting in your home with no other lights on in the middle of the night.
Yep.
You know, or whatever. You are going to absolutely love this tree.
Brand new today, brand new tonight. It's called the Virginia Pine. Your words, the most upscale tree that
Yes.
Bethlehem Lights has offered for the entire year. Blanche from Michigan is getting the 5-foot, the 5-foot and the
Yay.
multi. Hi, Blanche. How are you
Hi,
tonight?
Blanche.
I am fine very much. I've been looking to replace the tree we've been using, which is getting a little shabby, and this is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Little shabby. This is going to be perfect. I love that you're getting this size. So you don't want the big 9-foot tree, even the 7.5. You want a nice, compact little tree with a lot of beautiful lights that's easy to put together, right?
Exactly. We have a small spot to put it in, and it's going to be beautiful. And I like the way it goes together. Like I told earlier, getting a little older, need things that work a little quicker and easier.
You are not alone.
Aren't we all?
You are
Yeah.
not alone. Let me join your club, Blanche. I couldn't agree more. Eyes aren't working any better than they used to. Muscles aren't working any better. I think you're going to enjoy this. It's so simple. It's just 3
Simplified.
pieces, right?
Yeah. The 5-foot tree
5-foot's
actually,
2.
Blanche, is 2 pieces.
2 pieces. If you cannot, you plug it into the bottom, you put the top on, you're done, Blanche.
I'm looking forward to getting it here and getting it up.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I
Put it
can't
up
wait.
on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, so that's when it'll go up. So thank you. You have a good night.
Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays,
Okay.
Blanche.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
Blanche said it though. Thanksgiving is coming. I mean, you're going to get this in 7 to 10 days, so you're going to be ready. And when you get it, here's the 9-foot story. This is going to be it for the season on this.
Yes.
There's just a
Yeah.
few 9-foot trees from Bethlehem Lights remaining on air and online to choose from. There are literally 800 lights in this 9-foot tree. It's stunningly beautiful. It's full. It's molded tips.
Molded tips, yep, a high percentage of molded tips. Incandescent lights are the most beautiful lights you can have. And Rick, this is all new technology behind these incandescent lights, commercial grade quality, and you're feeling them. They've been on for hours. They're not even hot, those lights. Do
What
you feel
happens if
that?
one of the lights goes off?
If one burns out, the rest stay lit. If one falls out or one breaks, you'll need to replace that. We give you replacements, but we have a new technology where those stay in nice and tight.
Come on over to the
Called
7.5
Permasnap,
foot.
yeah.
And again, tell me what's the cord here. Tell me again about the Virginia Pine. Why is this the most elegant tree you've offered at a price that's a fraction of what you might find in some of the catalogs that you're getting right now?
This is
The Virginia
yeah,
Pine.
Our most elegant tree. We put a percentage of molded tips on here that we use an actual mold that we built using the Virginia pine, which is a super popular tree, especially in the South, as far as fresh cut trees. So gorgeous incandescent lights, that easy power technology. It's just easy for you, and you're going to set it up. It's going to be beautiful year after year. That's the thing too. Rick.
7.5
year after year.
Year after year, which is everything.
Yeah.
7.5 foot is going quickly. The 9 foot, like we didn't bring that many in, so if you're looking for the 9, I wouldn't wait on it. But you mentioned it. This year, you have kids, I have kids. We used to cut down the tree.
That's what we said when our kids were little.
Cut it down, and
but
then,
now they won't do it. They don't even want to do it.
And then we don't want the needles anymore. I put the tree out at the end of the season one year. I think they picked it up in May. I didn't put it at the right time for them to pick it up, right? For the garbage people to pick it up.
And then you've got all that mess in your house.
Exactly.
Not create an event when you're home, right?
And
when you're home.
The problem that I've had in the past, everybody please, you know you can relate to this, is with the other trees that we put together in the past, when you put up the top section has to plug in to the other section.
The other lights,
and
you need to fish them out.
Dad has to reach in to get to that thing. I gotta get on the ladder, I gotta plug those in, and invariably I break a branch. I break one of these branches, right? Or bend it too much. And then I have to pull the whole thing down into that strip of all those cords.
And find what's, what's not
plugged in.
Find what's working
and what section doesn't work.
You don't have to worry about that.
And then you have to undo all those plugs at the end of the season as well. So you can harm the tree by doing that. This InstaPower, not only is it more beautiful and easier, but it's easier to take down after the season's over as well. Jennifer from Pennsylvania is getting the most elegant tree, the most upscale tree of the entire season from Bethlehem Lights. How you doing there, Jennifer?
Fine, thank you.
Hi.
And you?
Good, we're doing well. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you too.
Give us a size and a color, and we'll try to show it to you.
Well, I got the 6.5 foot
6.5 foot.
in the clear light.
It's right over here. Very
right
good.
over here, yeah.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Why'd you choose this, Jennifer?
Well, because I have all the other Bethlehem wreaths and garlands, and I really like them.
Yeah. These are incandescent bulbs, so the glow on them is absolutely beautiful. Did you see how easily we put it together with Instant Power?
Yes, yes.
Isn't that nice?
helps too.
It's a good story. I hope you like it, okay?
I do.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's decision time if you're upgrading your tree that you have. If you're moving from the traditional tree, the real tree, quote unquote, to get this. It's a gorgeous tree. There's 24 remaining in the 9-foot tree, 7.5 foot, 300 remaining. Ooh, is that broken up between the clear and the multi? 300 remaining. Let's put it together again.
Let's do that.
Come back over here and we'll show you exactly how incredibly simple this is. Before we do, let me show you the Easy Pay breakdown so that you can get your tree and find out how it's going to work when you make these easy payments, because it's very simple. You 1/6 the money. I love that they're putting it on 6 easy payments, which is really a great way to pay this off and gives you some time to actually buy the gifts as well. But this is the base. So you get this. You don't buy a separate stand.
No, you get this, and there's one plug into the wall. That's all you have to plug into the wall.
Because you can see the outlet.
There you see.
So there's your outlet
yep.
right there. Bada boom, and there it is. There's your outlet.
Yeah.
That is how technologically difficult it is to put your tree together.
If you can plug a toaster in, as Rick said earlier, you can put this tree together.
You can put the tree together.
And these are all labeled, Rick. So this is section A, and we put an A on here. 3 sections for the 6.5 and 7.5 foot trees.
Incandescent lights are already on.
Yeah.
6.5 foot is going to have
It's like
450 lights.
You might want to put this together and take it apart just for the fun of it, Rick. You know, a couple times, amaze your friends.
Amaze your friends and family. Boom, done. It's also, by the way, as you're putting this on, for this price and this ease, it isn't the ultra slim tree. So there's not like, I mean, you're really getting, it isn't the ultra bulky tree, but it's a beautiful, beautiful tree, and then you fluff it and you make it the size you want and add your ornaments and add your beautiful decorations however you want to do it. Each and every year when you take it back down, lights stay on, they're incandescent lights. It'll come down in even less time.
Exactly, and you can store it easily. I love too that these lights, Rick, it's not like you take a strand and put it around the tree like I used to do with the fresh tree. The lights are inside and outside, and the way these are professionally lit, you don't see the wires, but you see those beautiful lights at the end of those branches.
There are also, and then this molded tip, just not to go into detail, but Bethlehem Lights does big time, they're different lengths.
Yeah, that's
so there's
what
different
makes it look
growing
real.
kind of like the way a real tree grows. Old artificial trees didn't have that at all, right?
That's right. So this gives it a more realistic profile with those molded tips. They kind of stick out a little bit.
Yeah.
The coloring on this is, when you get this home, you're going to even notice it more. It looks like a fresh cut tree.
You know what it looks like? like a Virginia pine,
Like a
which
Virginia
is what
pine,
it
fresh
is.
cut tree.
Here are your sizes again, everybody who's shopping the 9-foot. The big guy almost sold out for the entire season. Decision time, you're going to have it easily by Thanksgiving. So if you decorate like a lot of people do, you get the Christmas decorations out after Thanksgiving, you have the turkey maybe the next day, you get the stuff out, it's exciting. This will be there in time for that. And you'll have it delivered. Here's another thing. You don't have to go out and buy and take something home from a store. This is delivered right to your door.
It's at your front door. No waiting in
9-foot
lines.
tree.
Yeah.
You don't have to chop it down. You don't have to put it on top of your car. Nothing. Here's the 7.5-foot. Now here's the story in the 7.5-foot. We've got it up front in the clear. Here it is in the multi. By the way, the multi is beautiful. 150 of each color to go around for the season on this. Because obviously if this sells out, we're not coming back with more, correct? Is that right?
That's right. This is it for the season.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the last minute that we have, tell me about what makes this the most upscale tree that you brought.
This is the Virginia pine, a super popular tree. When it's fresh cut, we took the Virginia pine and we made a mold, okay? Out of the Virginia pine, we made these molded tips on here. 25% of the tips on here are molded tips, okay? So it's gorgeous. Incandescent lights. There's so many lights on these trees. The 7.5-foot has 650 lights on it. They all have a bunch of lights on it, like a ton of lights. It's great.
Yeah.
Incandescent's the best way to go with these as well. And easy power technology.
You've got it. Easy power.
Yeah.
Incandescent lights and these molded tips on this beautiful Bethlehem lights tree. Put it together. If it would cost twice as much, I don't know, you'd have to question it. But for this price, one of the reasons why the 9-foot just sold out. Fewer than 150 remaining in the 7.5-foot multi. Fewer than 150 if you're on the line right now in the clear. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Rick. Thank you.
How do you break this down into the easy payment opportunity? Right here, simple to do. If we call it the easy payment opportunity. 5-foot is 60 payments of $29.83, $46.50 for the 6.5-foot, $61.50 for the 7.5-foot, and then $83.17. Well, I don't have to tell you that because that's gone. Speaking of